As marijuana is legalized and decriminalized in more states around the country, it should come as no surprise whatsoever that a market is being developed for weed paraphernalia and gadgets and things like that for people with more discriminating taste. And so we've got 5 of the most interesting ones for you. Let's hit the split screen. So what you're seeing here is the Stealth Bong, which was developed in Southern California by Reut, which the company has an exclamation point in it, which is, it's much more energetic than you expect marijuana products to be. And so it costs $19.95, and it's meant to slot into a Starbucks venti cup so that you can get high in public. He has raised $140,000 to develop this, but he still needs $80,000 more. What do you think about the practicality of using one of these in a McDonald's?
No, wait.
I think someone would know what's up.
I guess it depends on where the smoke is going. Really.
Well, first it goes into the person, I believe. I think that's how it generally works.
I mean, it's
and then after a while, it comes back out of the person.
No, what I mean is there are things where you can
so I see
breathe.
what you're saying. So that dude over there is just drinking his soda.
Yeah, it's. I mean, unless it has a trapper keeper for the smoke, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, but in your car, that seems really smart.
That's a good idea. I have to assume that the extra $80,000 is to fix the problem of where the smoke goes, I guess. The next product, if we can bring it up. So this is by New York-based Dogg. Now, Josh Gordon's the CEO. He's developed a lifestyle brand for professional smokers. And so what he says is the products within the industry currently are still tied to that hippie or stoner look. Ours have more of a cigar aficionado feel. It's Grey Goose meets John Varvatos, rather than the traditional brand with the pot leaves and the tie-dye and the Grateful Dead and stuff like that. Those look awesome. I could imagine James Bond shooting someone and then smoking up with one of those.
That is smart business sense right there, because it's true. Everything's like wood grain and glass and swirly.
It's got skulls. It's like Day of the Dead or something.
There's a frog on it. Why is there a frog on it?
I don't know. Well, I don't have a problem with frogs, but yeah, it does seem weird. And here's the thing, people smoking weed are not all 17. Some of them are businessmen, and they want something cool they can carry around, maybe occasionally go into the corporate bathroom and smoke up a bit. And so that seems like a good product for that.
Destigmatize.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bring up the next one. So here you're seeing another product by Dogg. So this is a storage container that you put your ganj in. And so it's supposed to evoke the idea of a very high class spirits bottle or something like that. So what you might see like Crystal Skull vodka in. It's supposed to look very high class and stuff like that.
So this is just a fancy...
It's a joke. I'm pulling a Casparian. Anyway.
This is just a fancy container.
Yeah, basically, yeah, to put your excess bud in, yeah.
Is there anything special about this container other than that it looks like that? Because that is not as attractive as my fancy container.
Oh, see, I think that looks cool. I guess agree to disagree. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, next one. So here you see, this is another storage container. It goes from a totally different direction, and this is, by the way, created by Ross Kirsch from New York-based Quark Company. And the idea here, you can't really tell from the picture, obviously, but he wanted to focus on the actual marijuana rather than the container, and that top is a magnifying glass, which I guess could be cool.
No, that's interesting. Some people geek out hard on what it looks like close up. So that's It's all the weed. It's making you paranoid.
Exactly, yeah. Let's go on. And so here you see perhaps the coolest. This is what Batman would wear if he was getting high. And so this is the Buckle Puffer. Sponsored by Hufflepuff. It is a Cleveland-based startup, and the guy, Samson Mastrioni, he's a student at John Carroll University. He says that he's aiming at the $200 million market he called a paraphernalia, which is cool. I don't know where he got the $200 million from, but that is cool. And so basically what you have there is the belt buckle that can come off, and it is itself a pipe. That's pretty cool, I think. I like the idea of moving from the hippie look to a utility belt look.
Right, and it's not, I mean, they don't show it when it's all together, but it looks like it's actually just a simple, it's not tacky belt buckle. It's actually just a belt buckle.
Yeah, they should throw a frog on it, I think.
It's like those cool belt buckles where there's a magnetic knife.
Yeah, exactly.
Cut you.
It needs some decoration, though. I'd say put a bird on it. Yeah. Anything
Or a frog.
would look better if you put a bird on it. Anyway, so those are the 5 products we have. I think that this is what's going to happen. Like, as marijuana becomes more mainstream and legal, and people want to show it off in their home eventually. Like, I mean, that's what people like doing. They put bottles of liquor once they're done drinking it up.
Yeah,
It's like conquest.
the market is wide open. This is capitalism,
Exactly.
economy, business.
Yeah, I think Republicans should be totally in favor of this. Like, this is going to create jobs. It's going to create economic growth. The stocks will rise high.
There's clearly a demand because you're right. Not everybody's 17, and to even stereotype the average 17-year-old who smokes weed is silly.
Oh no, they're all hippies and stoners.
Hacky sacks and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, those
okay.
are fun. Anyway, I'm sure that we're gonna have more of these in the future, but I think this is a good start. A fun, good start for the weed market, I guess.
Feel it.